Om Vishnupadavaramaham Savarivrajagacharya Ashtotra Shashimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Om Vishnupadavaramaham Savarivrajagacharya Ashtotra Shashimad Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasi Goswami Maharaj Ki Nandagodi Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Acharya Das Thakur Ki Kho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shadvaita Dhadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Go Premanande. All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees. Om Namo Bhagavate Vyasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Hare Krishna. So welcome to our Srimad Bhagavatam class. So last class we have seen the structure and contents of Srimad Bhagavatam, which expands. We have seen the expanse of Srimad Bhagavatam by discussing the contents and the structure of Srimad Bhagavatam. Anybody remembering the structure? Structure is, it's
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, first
Yes,
two cantos represent the feet.
Yes, that is yes. That is relating to cantos. Now, the structure is actually is got how many verses or how many cantos first?
12 cantos.
Yes, 12 cantos.
18,000
verses.
335 chapters.
1,800 slokas. Sorry, 18,000 slokas.
Exactly, 18,000 slokas. So this is a structure, and when you discuss a structure, you can see that the events are narrated as it happened, not in a chronological order. It's not in a chronological order. It is as based on these topics which is being discussed. And there's a context we have to see, and the concepts also. We have to see the pastimes in the background of the context. Then there are so many concepts are discussed, like Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan, key three concepts. And then how Srila Prabhupada, or for that matter, any Acharya, how they are writing, how they are writing commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, or for that matter, any scriptures. We'll see that first they'll give that Mula Shloka. Then the transliteration will be given. In case of Srila Prabhupada's translation, we'll find book, we'll find that there's a transliteration. There is the English version of the Shloka, so that those people who don't know the Sanskrit properly, they can pronounce it properly. That is the purpose of giving the transliteration. And then you have Padacheda and Sandhi Vicheda, word by word meanings. Synonyms, Padacheda and Sandhicheda means a compound word is split. A compound word is split into 2 or 3 sometimes. And then you synonyms. Synonyms in Sanskrit called Bhakti Yojana. Bhakti Yojana is prose-centering the poetry. The shloka is given in the form of poetry with meter and all that. Now you give the prose-center of this, or the prose of this poetry, which is called translation. Then Vigraha. Vigraha means, what is Vigraha? Giving meaning to
statue of.
Yes, giving meanings, different meanings, compound words. And as you know, in Sanskrit, you have
made of rock, made from rock, statue.
That is one meaning of statue. There is one meaning of Vigraha. Vigraha means deity. Yes. Now the Vigraha means how you classify, how you give the meanings to some words. For example, in Sanskrit, there are almost 10 to 20 different meanings for each word. It said that more than around 20 meanings, different meanings you can derive from one word. So Acharyas, according to the philosophy they are following, they'll give the different meanings. And as per the background, yesterday, last time class, we have mentioned example of Atma, if you remember. Atma has got 8 different meanings. And depending on the background, depending on the shloka, what context it is being said, you have to assign that meaning. So that is Vigraha. And then the purport. Purport is called commentary. Different acharyas given in different commentaries. Of course, in case of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is purely Vaishnava literature. And from the beginning, from Srimad Bhagavatam, only Vaishnava acharyas have given the commentary. Only last 100 years, the so-called Advaita philosophers, they have also started encroaching on Bhagavatam, and they have given their useless commentaries, depriving of all the rasas in the Srimad Bhagavatam. That we'll discuss as we go along. And you'll find Srimad and Srila Prabhupada's purport, Tarka, in one part of commentary is called Tarka, and that Tarka, they will they refute so many findings of other acharyas or other philosophies, rather. So this is a structure, and then the topics, the contents of the topics. What are the topics that discussed? How many topics are there in Srimad Bhagavatam?
10.
300
Exactly, 10.
Sarga,
10.
Sarga, Visarga,
Sarga, Visarga, Ishanukatha, Asraya, Nirodha.
No, it should go in order. Sarga,
Visarga,
Stanam,
Visarga,
Visarga, Sthana. Third one is Sthana. Poshanam, yes. Uti, yes.
Manvantara,
Uti means then Manvantara, right?
Ishanukata,
Right, Ishanukata.
Nirodha,
Right, Nirodha.
Mukti,
Nirodha, then Mukti, yes.
Ashraya.
And then Ashraya. So there are 10 topics. And these 10 topics are discussed in almost all the cantos. But some cantos will specifically discuss any particular topics. For example, as you have Sigdhamalaji is mentioning, the first two, the 12 cantos are compared to different bodies, limbs of the transcendental body of Krishna. So the lotus feet, two lotus feet represents
1 and 2,
first two cantos. It is a prelude, and then 3 and 4 represents his thighs. 5 is a navel region or waist region. 6 is a chest. 7 and 8.
arms,
7 and 8. Arms, exactly. 7 and 8 arms. 9.
neck,
9, yes, neck, correct. So, and 10.
Beautiful smiling of Krishna.
10, the
Face.
smiling face, smiling face. 11,
forehead,
Forehead.
right? Forehead. And 12,
head.
Head.
yes, head. So this is the 12 cantos are compared to the transcendental body of Krishna. Now, how these topics are discussed in various topics, in various cantos. The first two cantos, they don't touch, specific on any new topics, but it's a general prelude to the other cantos. Then third canto discusses mainly Sarga.
Visarga.
Fourth is Visarga. Or you can say 3 and 4 put together, they are discussing Sarga and Visarga. Visarga is and almost spreading over to almost all the cantos. Visarga means it's continuous creations going on. Sarga and Visarga. And then fifth canto.
Visarga and Sthana.
Fifth canto, Sthana. First chapters, the first half is Visarga only. The second half is Sthana. And Sthana means the description of, by the way, you know meaning of Sarga and Visarga, no? What is Sarga?
Universal creation
Yeah, universal creation of
by the Supreme Lord.
different material elements, and this creation is done by
Supreme God.
Supreme. Yes, the Supreme. And then Visarga.
Secondary creation by Brahma. Lord
Yeah.
Brahma.
Yes, Lord Brahma, where he constructs different bodies, but Norvan puts it at 84 lakhs of species. And yes, that is it. That is Sarga and Visarga. And the Sthana is
14 planets in
living
some.
entities are spread over all these planets.
Planetary.
Planetary. That's why you call the planetaries Bhuloga Varnana. And if you go to some Saptaham and all that, they will discuss this. And how accurately they're doing, I don't know. I have not listened to this Saptahams. So this is Bhuloga Varnana, or it's called Sthanam. The sixth is
Manvantara.
sixth is
Poshana.
portion.
Poshana.
Portion is protection. You can see chest, you can see sixth star, and this protection afforded by Krishna, mainly to start with Ajamala. Glorifying the names of Krishna, and how Ajamala is protected by simply because he has the holy name Krishna or Narayana. And then second half we'll discuss how Indra is also being protected and Didi is also being protected. So throughout the sixth canto, you'll find the protection, and towards towards the end of fifth chapter, after describing all the planets, you will find description hells also. 24 different hells are mentioned, and then six starts with Poshana, and then seventh.
Arms of Krishna.
Yes, arms of Krishna. 7 and 8 are arms of Krishna. 7 is discussing basically which topic?
Inclination to
Yes.
act.
Uti means inclinations. How
Inclination.
living entities act according to inclination. Sometimes auspicious, sometimes inauspicious. Like Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad Maharaj, example. Prahlad Maharaj is auspicious because he's always in Krishna conscious, always. And Hiranyakashipu is a demonic mentality. So his inclination is different. So seventh canto you can see it's basically this Prahlad Maharaj canto only. Many chapters are pertaining to this Prahlad Maharaj glorification. And towards the end you'll find discussion of Varnashrama system. The eighth canto rather.
Bhakti.
Manvantara.
Yes, Manvantara. 8 is just Manvantara.
That's ninth, no,
You
Prabhuji?
find 14 Manus during the day of Brahma. And day of Brahma is calculated at 432 crores of years. And in this period of 432 crores of years, or rather, and another way of expression is 1,000 Chaturyugas. And that span, you'll find 14 Manus. So 14 Manus, you can say the lifespan of one Manu is 71 point something Chaturyuga, or 31 crores of years. Like that, there are 14 Manus, past, present. The present, who is the present Manu?
Vivasvan Manu?
Manu is the first Manu.
Vivasvan.
First, yes, Vivasada is a present Manu. Vaivasada Manu. He is a son of Vivaswan. That is why Vaivaswada. First one is Swayambhu. Okay, right. Then past and the future also. Another 7 Manus will come in order. So discuss. And in Ishanugata, you'll find in Manvantara, you'll find 6 sets of people. In all the Manus time, there will be one the Manu, then his sons, then group of demigods, Indra, Saptarishis, and expansion of the Supreme. In all these Manus, the 6 people are always same. Like you see, Vamana is also, he comes protecting Bali Maharaj. Then Samudra Manthanam also will find. Like that, a special expansion of Krishna will be there in each Manu. And the ninth canto discusses
Next.
Nirod.
is next.
Suryavansa and Chandravansa.
Yes,
Manvantara.
it is called Ishanukada.
Ishanukada.
Ishanukada discussing both Suryavamsha and Chandravamsha. All the kings that in that kings are so many descriptions are there. So many in Suryavamsha, Ambarish Maharaj is one of the great kings, and in here you can find Yadu in Chandravamsha. And towards the end of 9th chapter, the appearance of Krishna is given. Sorry, 9th canto. I'm always saying chapter only. Sorry. So 10th canto. Next 10th canto. 10th canto.
Nirodha.
Ashraya.
Ashraya.
This is the most important. These all the topics, other topics, Ashraya. Other topics are only supporting this Ashraya only. Ashraya is a substance. So that is coming in the 10th canto, which describes as a personal Leelas of Krishna. The appearance of Krishna and his pastimes, and divided into 3 sections: Vrindavana, Mathura, and Dwaraka. Up to 40 chapters, you'll find 40 chapters Vrindavana, 41 to 51, 10 chapters, you'll find 41 to 50, and find in Mathura, and last 40 chapters in Dwaraka. 11th canto.
Uddhava Gita.
Which is a topic?
Mukti.
Topic is
Yes,
Nirodha.
Mukti. Mukti is,
Mukti.
and
Right,
you find Nava Yogindra, then Uddhava conversation between Krishna and Uddhava. So many deep philosophical subjects are discussed there. And Mayavadis will say that 11th canto is their canto only, but it's only a false claim. It is part of 10 part of Srimad Bhagavatam only. Actually, the Mukti is also subservient to Ashraya. And then last one, 12th canto.
Nirodha.
Nirodha. Nirodha means destruction. So destruction, you'll find 4 types of destruction is there. First is Nitya, then Naimitika, then Prakritika, and Atyantika. Nitya means every time, every second, this destruction is going on. Like small bodies, like ants, fleas, and all that is getting destroyed every second. So this is a Nitya Pralaya. Then Naimitika Pralaya is Naimitika destruction is at the end of day of Brahma, up to Sargaloga, all the planets are destroyed. That is Naimitika. The third destruction is Prakritika. That is at the end of lifespan of Brahma, the big Pralaya, Pralaya. And everything is destroyed. And the last one is Atyantika, the false ego of the living entities shattered. So these are the topics discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam, and that is an expanse of Srimad Bhagavatam. And now we'll enter into the depth of Srimad Bhagavatam by discussing each verse. By Krishna's mercy, let's hope that we'll be able to finish. But 18,000 verses are there, and we have only 2 days a week. Let's see how it goes. So, with our deep, earnest prayers to Krishna, we'll start the first verse now. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadhyasyedo Anyadat Adirastarte Shabitnyaswaram. Tene Brahmahridaye Adigave Muhyandi Yat Suryayam. Tejo Varimridam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrisham. Dhanam Svena Nirasta Guhagam Satyam Param Dhimahi. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadhyasya yado Anmedas Idaras Charte Shabitnyaswaram. Tene Brahmahridaya Adigave Muhyandiyat Suraya. Tejo Varimridam Yada Vinimayo Yatra Sargomrisham. धाम्नां स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय जन्माद्यस्य अन्वेद इदरस्ताप्तेषु तेने ब्रह्महृदया आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरया तेजो वारिमृदं यथो विनिमयं यत्र त्रिसर्गममृषा ध्याम्नां स्वेन निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि. Anyone who have the book, I can start reading. Shailaja Maji will be having book sometimes, no? You have the book?
Yeah, I know. I have the book
Yeah, you can read.
by heart. I know.
No, it's not necessary. You can read, look at the book and read.
Nigamadal. Which one? Nigamadal Padarogalizam, no?
The first verse, not Nigama, the first verse.
Shivarnam Chadurpujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarvabhignopashanteye Gurave Sarvaloganam Vishaje
No,
Bhavaroginam.
Maji, that is not there. This is the verse I have read. That is the first verse. Janmadhyasya do anvedas idaras.
जन्मादस्य यदो अन्यतर चाते शभिज्ञस्वराट तेने ब्रह्मा हृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयाः तेजो वारिमृदां यदा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्त ओम सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्म प्रोदितकैवो
That's okay. Enough. That's the first verse. Right. Uma Mataji. Uma Mataji. Yeah, mute now. Okay. Jai Shri Mataji.
Malayalam book ആണ് പ്രഭുജി. ഹരേ കൃഷ്ണ.
Verse is anything in Sanskrit only. Read the verse.
ജന്മ ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ജന്മാദ്യസ്യ യതോന്മയാത് അതിരതശ്ചാർത്ഥേൻഷ്വഭിഘ്നസ്വരാട് തേനേ ബ്രഹ്മഹൃദായ ആദികവയേ മുഹ്യന്തി യത്സൂരയഃ തേജോ വാരിമൃതാം യഥാ വിനിമയോ യത്ര ത്രിസർഗോ മൃഷാ ധാമ്നാ സ്വേന സദാ നിരസ്തകുഹകം സത്യം പരം ധീമഹി.
Hare Krishna.
Guruji വായിക്കട്ടെ.
Yeah, you can read. Yeah.
ജന്മാന്തസ്യ യതോ നയാതിതരതശ്ച അർത്ഥേഷ വിജ്ഞസ്വരാട് തേനേ ബ്രഹ്മഹൃദായ ആദികവയേ മുഹ്യന്തി യത്സൂരയഃ തേജോ വാരിമൃതാം യഥാ വിനിമയോ യത്ര ത്രിസർഗോ മൃഷാ ധാമ്നാ ദ്വയാ സ്വേന സദാ നിരസ്തകുഹകം സത്യം പരം ധീമഹി.
Right. Right. Rajesh, you have the phone. You have the book. Rajesh Prabhu. You are mute, Prabhu. You're there? Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah.
I'm very poor in this thing. I am reading Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya do
Anvayat.
Yedo Mayat Ittaradas. Otherwise, my wife Leda will recite. Leda, can you?
Leda, you can read. Leda Mataji. Leda Mataji can read. She's also mute. Okay, Kala Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadisya Yadonyayadi Daradashartesha Vignavsarat Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavaye Muhyandi Yatsuraya Tejo Vari Mridam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Amrisham Dhamna Sena Sada Nirasta Kuhagam Satyam Param Dhimahi. Hare Krishna.
Melinda Maji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya yato अन्वयाद इतरतास चार्तेस्व अभिज्ञः स्वराट तेने ब्रह्म हृदा या आदि कवाये मय्यन्ते यात् सुराह्य तेजोवारी मृदं यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो अमृतसा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्ता कुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Correct. Right. Yes.
Hare
Lata
Krishna.
Okay, Lata Maji can read.
Om
Lata
Namo
Maji.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadhyasya yadonvayaditardashchartesha vighneswarat tene brahma hridaya adikavaye muhyandi yatsuryaha tejo varimridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrisha dhamna svena sada mirastha guhakam satyam param dhimahi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right. Okay, Snigdha Maji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम.
Lata.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. जन्माद्यस्य जतोऽन्वयादितरत चार्थेष्वभिज्ञः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो परिमृता जदा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गोऽमृता धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि. Hare Krishna.
Okay, and can read the word by word synonyms.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Read
Om,
the synonyms, yes.
Om, O my Lord, Namaha, offering my obeisances, Bhagavate, unto the personality of Godhead, Vasudevaya, unto Vasudeva, or Lord Sri Krishna, the primeval Lord, Janma Adi, creation, sustenance, and destruction, Asya, of the manifested universes, Yataha, from whom, Anvayat, directly, Itarataha, indirectly, Sha, and Artheshu, purposes, Avijnaha, fully cognizant, Swarata, fully independent, Tane, imparted, Brahma, the Vedic knowledge, Hrada, conscious of the heart, Yah, one who, Adikavai, unto the original created being, Muhyanti, are illusioned, yet about whom Suraya, great sages and demigods, Teja, fire, Vari, water, Mridam, earth, Yatha, as much as, Vinimaya, action and reaction, Yatra, whereupon, Trisarga, three modes of creation, creative faculties, amrasa, amongst factual, dharmana, along with all transcendental, dhamna, along with all transcendental paraphernalia, svena, self-sufficiently, sada, always, nirastha, negation by absence, kuhakam, illusion, satyam, truth, param, absolute, dhimahi, I do meditate upon. Translation: O
Right.
my Lord, Sri Krishna, son of Vasudeva, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Sri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes of the creation, sustenance, and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations, and he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge onto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion, as one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire or land seen in water. Only because of him do the material universes temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of nature appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Sri Krishna, who is eternally existence in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of the material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Hare Krishna.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chachurunmelitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthavidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Drupagada Mahyam Dadadi Swapadandigam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udapatagamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvidam Tam Sadivam Sadvaidam Savadhutam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Ladidam Shivishagan Vidamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagalpade Gopesha Gopiga Kanda Radha Kanda Namastude Taptakanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya Yado Anvedas Idaras Charteshu Sura Tene Brahmahridaya Adigave Muhyandi Yat Suryaha Tejo Varimudam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Sargamarsha Thamnam Svena Nirasta Guhagam Satyam Param Dhimahi. O my Lord, Sri Krishna, son of Vasudeva, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Sri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes of creation, sustenance, and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of the manifestations and is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who part of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed in illusion, as one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire or land seen on water. Only because of him do the material universes, temporarily manifested by the reactions of three modes of nature, appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Sri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from illusory representations of material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Thank you. So the first three verses of the first canto of first chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, very important, because it is the gist of Vedanta Sutra, or the ideas or the concept that is explained in Vedanta Sutra. Srimad Bhagavatam, of course, is a natural commentary of Vedanta Sutra by the author of Vedanta Sutra himself. Who is the author of Vedanta Sutra? Who is the author of Vedanta Sutra?
No idea.
Vedavyas. Vedavyas only. Vedavyas, he is not the author of Vedas. He is actually compiled the Vedas. If you see Vedas only one, Yajurveda, then he compiled that, divided and compiled the Vedas. And then he wrote Upanishads. And then he wrote Puranas. And then he wrote Vedanta Sutra. And finally, at the mature stage of his spiritual life, he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. Because there was a reason for writing Bhagavatam, because even after writing all these venomous books, Vedavyasa was very despondent. He was depressed. Why he wrote all these transcendental scriptures? To uplift the living entities, the fallen entities, through the process of Purushartha. Purushartha, are you aware of Purushartha? What is Purushartha? Which are
Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha.
Yes, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. This is a cardinal principle of Vedic society. The Vedic Varnashrama system. The principle behind these activities of all the Vedic concept is a Purushartha. Dharma means what? Initial belief based on Vedas. Based on Vedas, because all the time people, the living entities inside the Vedic system are conversant with Vedas. So whatever actions they do, all the prescribed actions are contained in Vedas. There are instructions of Vedas. So they are all followers of Vedas. And then comes Artha, how you progress yourself materially, acquire wealth, and then enjoy in a regulated way. And then finally, moksha, liberation. Because Krishna has provided. If you go to third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, starting from verse 10 to 16, you will find the description of the chakra. That we'll discuss when you go to Bhagavad Gita. So, the idea of the Vedic structure is that you are a living entity, you are born a living entity, you are trapped in this world, and the idea is to go back. The goal is to go back. How you go back? First, you have to settle nicely, and then slowly cure yourself of all the impurities, and then finally go back. But the sad part is that because the enjoyment tendency of the living entity is so strong that when you progress to stage of Artha and Kama, you have no inclination to proceed further to moksha. So having explained the Purusharthas very nicely, still Vedavesa find that the living entities are not interested in elevating themselves to liberation stage. Jugupsidam Yena, that we will discuss that verse. This is coming the fifth chapter of this first canto. So Vedavasa was very depressed, and then his spiritual master Narada came along. Narada was Vedavyasa was residing near the river Saraswati, and then Narada Muni came, and Narada Muni could understand why Vedavyasa was depressed. He explained that although you have explained the Purusharthas very nicely, everything you explained in Puranas, everything, but with very little reference to the origin of everything. The origin of everything is Krishna. Since you are not in detail explained Krishna, there was no effect, there was no result for whatever writings you have done. Ultimate goal was not achieved. So therefore, my dear Dasa, my dear student, my Shishya, what you do now is to describe in detail the personal pastimes of Krishna. And that's how Vedavyas compiled the great work, the great epic work, Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is an actual commentary of Vedanta Sutra. The Vedanta Sutra starts with the Veda. First one is such as Adado Brahma Jitnasa. Adado Brahma Jitnasa. Adado Brahma Jitnasa means now let us inquire into the Brahman. That means let us do some spiritual inquiries. How these universes came into being, how life originated in these universes, how the living entities got trapped in this universe, and what is their role and what is their duties in this universe, and what is the ultimate goal of the living entities. This is basically philosophy all about. Unless and until you develop this Brahma Jitnasa, you cannot proceed advance nicely in your spiritual life. Okay, many people come to spiritual life for many reasons. Okay, Bhagavad Gita class is going on somewhere, Bhagavatam class is going on, some person is doing this, so let's go and attend, because anyway, some jnana is there. But if this Brahma Jnana is inside you, then you can very nicely understand and follow very nicely what is explained in the Shastras. So the first was Adado Brahma Jnana, and the second one is Janmadi Asyadha. Janmadi Asyadha. So Srimad Bhagavatam starts with this verse, Janmadi Asyadha. We'll start explaining this now. And like that, Vedanta Sutra proceeds. So there are 4 chapters in Vedanta Sutra, and the principles, topics discussed, or the principal tattvas, philosophy discussed in Vedanta Sutra, categorized into 3: Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana. Sambandha means establishing a relationship or connection with the Absolute. Abhideya is what the living entities do based on this understanding of Absolute truth, that's Abhideya. And Prayojana means the ultimate benefit. So connection is that you understand the Absolute truth, who is nothing else than the Absolute Person, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. Abhideya means the loving devotion service you render, understanding Krishna is Supreme. Then what you render to Krishna is Abhideya. And Prayojana is attaining Krishna Prema, which is even higher than moksha. So the first 3 verses of Bhagavatam deals with this principle, Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana. So the first verse, Janmadi Asya. Janmadi means Janmadi. Janma means what? Creation. Adi means then what? And the next 2. Maintenance and destruction. So these are 3 phases of universe. The universe comes into being, stays for some time, and then disappears. So when it comes to being, it is called creation. When it stays for some time, it is called maintenance. And when it finally disappears, destruction. Now, this may take a long time. In this hour period of time, how the Kala Chakra is introduced here. Over the phase, creation is taking place over a period of time. Then maintenance of the universe, once the universe is coming to being, it is there for a long time. Actually, universes, specific universes, maintained till the lifespan of Brahma, which is calculated. Last class we have mentioned what is the lifespan of Brahman. Not Brahman, sorry, Brahma.
41 trillion years.
311 trillion years.
Yes, Menindamaji, yes.
311 trillion years.
Yes, 311 trillion years. 311 trillion years plus 40 billion. Yes, that's what 300. Anyway, you can say 311 trillion years. That much period the universe also stay, and then after that the destruction comes. We have seen that Pragatika destruction. So Janmadi Asya means these universes. And Vyasadeva starts the Bhagavatam by paying obeisances unto whom? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudeva is the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, Shri Krishna. So he is paying obeisances to Krishna, the supreme absolute truth. Now, there's a difference between God and absolute truth. God means controller. Ishvara. God means Ishvara. Ishvara means controller. While absolute truth is the summum bonum, the origin of everything, origin of all powers, all shaktis, everything. Everything is resting on him. That is absolute truth. Is called summum bonum, or you can say paratattva, and so he is called Parameshwara. So Brahma Samhita, it is said, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. So Krishna, the Shastras, all the main Shastras accept Krishna is a supreme personality. It's absolute truth. There's a difference between absolute truth and relative truth. Absolute truth is an absolute, and relative truth is different. Relative truth means one truth depends on another. So Krishna is accepted absolute truth. Janmadiyasya yada anvayad idaradas. Anvayad idaradas, directly and indirectly. Anvayad. Directly and indirectly, Krishna is related to Krishna, connected to creation of the universe. Well, directly, indirectly. Because once origin creation is done, then you find visargas. Once the set is everything set in motion, then automatically it happens in a periodical cycles. It means the personal presence of Krishna is not necessary in each and every sphere. Srila Prabhupada gives a very good example of an engineer. An engineer, he may not personally construct the factory. Construction may be done by somebody else, but he knows each and every nook and corner of the universe, of the factory. Like that, Krishna knows each and every nook of the corners of the universes. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, he gives an example of the pot and the mud and pot. Mud is there and pot is also there. The pot is a Ubada Karna. It's an indirect reason, cause for the pots. Pot is coming from mud only. So mud is a cause, and the pots are the effect. But ultimately, both come into being because of this water. Same way, whole universes come into existence due to two energies of Krishna, namely Bhairanga Shakti and Antaranga Shakti. Bhairanga Shakti is called matter, material, the 24 elements which make up this universe, which also make up of a body also. And the spiritual entity is a jiva. So the combination of this matter and jiva, this is what is the whole universe all about. Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, verse 26 says, Yavat sanjayate kashchis sattvam sattvam stavara jangamam kshetra eo samyogam. Kshetra eo samyogam tad vidhi bharadashrava. Whatever that is there, stavara jangamam, whatever exists, things are there, movable and immovable, they come into existence because of combination of kshetra and kshetrajna. Kshetra is what? The matter, field of activity, the body or the universe. And the kshetrajna is a knower of the kshetra, which is called jiva. So the whole universe will be set into motion when these two energies combine. In 7th chapter, Krishna will say, Edat yoni bhudani sarvani tu badarya am krishnasya jagadaha prabhava pralaya sada. 7th chapter, verse number 5, verse number 6, sorry. So, these two energies of Krishna, external energy and internal energy, they combine and the universe is set into motion. Then it stays for some time and then disappears. But Krishna, although this moving on automatically, Krishna's superintendence is always there. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, verse 10, he says, Maya dekshana prakriti suvedaicha characharam. I am the superintendent of the universe. But then Krishna is not directly involved. It is all done by other demigods, who are representatives. So Idradas, Anvaya, Idradas means directly, indirectly. Abhijna, then two words are the Abhijna and Surat. Abhijna means cognizance. Krishna is cognizant of everything that is taking place everywhere. Everything, every thought that is taking place in the jivas. How the universe is taking place? First, the pradhana is there. Material universe, the prakriti is first unmanifested, undiluted portion. The first stage of prakriti is called pradhana, unmanifested. Then everything evolves from pradhana, the 24 elements, and then you find the manifested universe. The pradhana cannot, by itself, cannot create these elements. It is agitated by the glands of Krishna. That is why Krishna is directly and indirectly, because directly now he agitates these material elements and the universe is coming to being. And then again he glances, the jivas are put into this universe. Sa-ikshada. Aitareya Upanishad says Sa-ikshada. Because Krishna wanted to expand, he created this material universe. First he created material by agitating pradhana. And then he put this jivas into this pradhana, into this material universe. And then this universe became active. So since Krishna is responsible, Krishna is, this energy is coming from Krishna, Krishna is cognizant of everything that is happening everywhere. That is what Krishna in the 7th chapter, verse number 25, he says, so verse number 26, he says, Vedaham samadidani vartamanani charduna bhavishyani cha bhudani matu vedana kaschana. Vedaham samadidani, the past, vartamanyani, the present. Bhudani cha bhavishyani. Bhudani means the living entities. Because Krishna is residing each and every atom, in everything Krishna is acting, residing inside as a Paramatma. So he is aware of whatever thoughts, whatever actions, what are the janmas, different janmas, what are the different births taken by each and every single living entity. That is the vast knowledge. That is a vast knowledge Supreme Sahib. That is why Krishna says, Matta Paradaram Nanyada Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. Verse number 7 of 7th chapter. And then verse number 8 of 10th chapter, Krishna says, Aham Sarvasya Prabhava Matta Sarva Pravartade. No, that is why his Krishna is absolute. That is why Krishna is absolute. But everything is under his control. Everything is under his superintendence. And he's aware all the time. What is happening in each and every nook and corner of the universe. Like that, then you can see the greatness of Krishna. When you understand the greatness of Krishna, then you like to establish a great connection with him. because he's the greatest of all. The next word is Surat. Swarat. Swarat means independent. Only Krishna is an independent substance. Others are subservient to Krishna. All the other things are, all the tattvas is connected to Krishna, but subservient to Krishna. Atta Paradaram Nanyada Kinjidasti Dhananjaya Mai Sarvamidam Prodam Sutre Maniganaiva. But everything is strung unto me like the pearls in a thread. Very nice simile Krishna is giving. Very nice simile. Sutre Manigana Iva. When you find a necklace, you'll find a necklace, isn't it? With beautiful pearls. How the necklace is there? Because of string, isn't it? The string that is going inside is pearls. But can you see the string?
Oh.
Can you see the string? You cannot. Same way, in the universe, you may not see the presence of Krishna, but you have to understand that everything is being controlled by Krishna. And every other elements, every other entities are dependent on Krishna. So, you can see in Kathopanishad, it is said that Nityo Nityanam, Tejo Chedana, Chedana, Chedo, Chedanam, Chedananam, Chedanas, Chedananam. He is all the greatest of the living entities. Like, for example, creation is also done by scientists. Creating so many satellites, the satellites can go to space, and these satellites are being controlled by people staying inside, like for NASA, or you can say our own. What is that? India Space Research Center, ISRO. I think Mamaji's husband was working in ISRO for some time. She was telling me today evening. So there are scientists who are sitting inside and then controlling the satellites which are going up. Same way, whole universes, then extending this thing, you can understand how all the universes are floating all over the universe, all the planets are floating all over the universe, and that is being controlled by Krishna staying his own. So a man's brain can produce a space shuttle, but how similarly, how wonderfully can Krishna create? So this knowledge of creation was explained by Krishna to a first living entity, that is Brahma. They say, Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavaye. This knowledge was imparted by him to a heart of Brahma, the first living entity. Universes first came into being through Karnodashai Vishnu. There are 3 Vishnus, we will discuss later in 7th chapter as we go on. And then from all the universes created, and then the second Vishnu form that is called Garbhodashai Vishnu. Garbhodashai Vishnu residing in each and every universe. And from the Garbhodashai Vishnu, you'll find a lotus sprouting out of the stomach of belly of navel region of Garbhodashai Vishnu. If you go to the Sri Padmanabha Swami temple, you'll find a lotus navel of Krishna. You find that the lotus is coming out, and on the top of the lotus, you'll find Brahma. So Brahma is the first living entity in the universe, and how to create, it was explained by Krishna to Brahma. You'll find the 3rd canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, all about creation, how Brahma's prayers for creative ability is given in the 3rd canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavaye. then this universe actually, it is not very factual. It is unreal. Because why unreal? There is a beginning and there's an end. Why is not temporary? Why it is temporary? Because it is not eternal. Like the spiritual universes is eternal. But the material universes are not eternal, but the reflection of the spiritual universe. It is a reflection of the that you find as we go along, you'll find this. But because this universe is not factual, it is temporary, but it is bewildering all these demigods. It is bewildering all the demigods. The demigods, they find it very difficult. Even if the demigods are bewildered, what about our people, smart people like us, human beings like us? How will be bewildered? Now, the verse explained how they are bewildered. Tejo vari mridam yatha vinimayo. Now, if you'll find sometimes water, reflect in fire, and also in land also. Suppose you go on a deserts. Forget deserts. Suppose you are driving in a highway. If you are driving in highway, people who are driving will know this. The distance you'll find when it's hot is if you're driving at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, very hot time. On the road, the tar, you'll find a reflection of water. You feel that it's water only. But as you go near, you'll find that there is no water. Like in deserts, you'll find this. You'll find that what is it called? Oasis. Oasis, of course, that is water. When you find there actually there is no water, but you will see that there is water.
Mirage.
Yeah. Yes?
Mirage.
Yes, mirage. Mirage. Exact word. Thank you. So this mirage is not real, but appears to be real. It appears to be real. Same way, this world, this universe is not real, but it appears to be real. Why it is because real? Yata Tisargo Amrisha, because of Krishna's ability to create, it appears almost as real. Why it is not real? Because there is a real thing is there. Real thing is done is the spiritual world, which is otherwise called Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is there, that is spiritual world. And this whole universe is actually a reflection of this universe, of the Vaikuntha universe. We go to 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Ugdhamulam Adashadam Ashudam Prahuravyam. The first verse. The material universe is accepted or considered as an upside down tree. An upside down trees. The branches, the roots going up and the branches going down. So other side of the root, you'll find this spiritual universe. So this material universe is only a reflection of this spiritual universe. That is why it is appearing as spiritual. It is appearing as factual. And how this material universe come into being? Because action interplay of the three gunas, trisarga. When the gunas are agitated and then starts unfolding, the universe coming out slowly. They will evolve. First, you'll find the pradhana, then you'll find mahattatva, then you'll find the gunas, and from there come hangara, and from hangara, three modes of sattva, rajo, and tama. The guru's body is ahangara in tamo guna. The senses are ahangara in rajogun, and the mind is ahangara in sattva. 13th chapter, you'll find this in detail. We'll explain that. So this whole universe is an interplay of gunas. In Bhagavad Gita, in two places, you'll find that everything in the universe is only gunas only. Verse number 19 of 14th chapter and verse number 39 of the 18th chapter. Please go there. When I am mentioning these verses, you please note it down and later you can just check. Okay. I already told you that when you come to class, come with a pen and a book, notebook, and note down everything. All the verses I may not quote, I may only mention sometimes. When it's for you to recheck. Right? So this world is an interplay of gunas, which is energy of Krishna. But here, last one, Dhyamna Swena Sada Nirasta Guhagam. But his own abode is free from these gunas. Nirasta Kuhagam. Kuhagam is illusion. Nirastam is negation by absence. So in Krishna's spiritual abode, there is no illusion because that is factual. And to that such personality of Godhead, Krishna, Satyam Param Dhimahi. This is absolute. I meditate on that. Dhimahi means I meditate on that absolute. So this verse is very important. Srila Prabhupada has written 9 pages for purport. And one of our acharyas, Vishwanath Chakravarti, it is his commentary of Srimad Bhagavatam is called Sara Artha Darshini. Sara Artha Darshini. The first verse, he has written purport 38 pages. 38 pages of purport, the first verse. And one of our acharyas, who is a spiritual master of our Prabhupada, the founder Raja of ISKCON, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, in the year 1933, in Dhaka, he explained this single verse for 45 days. So that is why we say that this Vaishnava, this is Vaishnava literature only. Only Vaishnava acharyas can explain this, not others. There are others who are pretenders. Fortunately, you find in Kerala and all that, all those versions, Malayalam versions are basically Advaitavadis only, not Vaishnavas. Anyway, we'll do the second part of this class next of this verse next class, because it is very important. The first 3 verses is important. Although in schedule I mentioned that tomorrow's class is second, 2 and 3. We are not finished with this first verse. So we'll discuss further. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Right. What about others? Melinda?
Yes, Prabhuji.
First 3 verses we go slow. After that, we'll try to pick up some speed, but it's not easy. It's because you can see this book of Srimad Bhagavatam, the first canto, it's containing 1,300 pages almost. So the first 3 cantos, Prabhupada has given very elaborate commentaries. Towards the end of this one, his commentaries are a little more shorter. Not very short, 1 or 2 pages. In some pages, you can't find 3 or 5 pages, 8 pages even. Commentaries are very elaborate. Okay, right. Thank you very much. Any clarification, Dean? Any questions?
I don't understand this Trisarga. Trisarga.
Trisarga. Yes. Trisarga means interplay of 3 tattvas, 3 gunas.
Sattva, Raja, Tama.
Sattva, Raja, and Tama.
Tama. Okay. Okay.
Okay. By the way, the name of the chapter is called Questions by Sages. Questions by Sages. Next class will explain that because there's no time now.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Yes, you go.
Hare Krishna.
സംശയം ഉണ്ടോ എന്തെങ്കിലും?
സംശയമുള്ളൂ. കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചോദിക്കാം.
പറയണതൊക്കെ പെട്ടെന്ന് മറന്നു പോവാ.
നോട്ട് വെക്കണം. And you can listen to class also. This നമ്മൾ ഇത് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ, യൂട്യൂബിൽ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ. So again you can listen once more.
Hare Krishna.
Because what is intended here is a very serious study. We are doing very serious, because spiritual life is not not very light. It should be taken very seriously. And if you want to progress, then you have to do some hard work.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Sigdamaji, you like to do the Narsing Kirtan? She's an expert. She was
Yes.
at Gita class first. Only
Yes,
she
sure,
wanted
sure.
Bhagavatam.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right.
Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Praladaladaini, Hiranyakashi Parvakshaha, Hiranyakashi Parvakshaha, Silatanka Nakhalaye, Ito Narsingho Parato Narsingho, Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsingho, Vahi Narsinha Hridaye Narsinha, Narsingamadi Sharanam Prapade, Tabakara Kamala Bare Nakham, Adbhuta Sringam, Dalita Hiranyakashipu, Tanubhrangam, Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jaya Dev Jaya Narsinha Dev Jaya Narsinha Dev Jaya Narsinha Dev Jaya Naro Hari Jaya Naro Hari Jaya Naro Hari Jaya Naro Hari Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha Jaya Prahlad Narasingha Jaya Prahlad Narasingha Jaya Prahlad Narasingha Jaya Prahlad Narasingha Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Prabhupada Gurudev Prabhupada Om Ugrang Vigrang Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukham Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadrang Mrityu Namamyaham Om Ugrang Vigrang Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukham Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadrang Mrityu Namamyaham Om Ugrang Vigrang Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukham Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadrang Mrityu Namamyaham Sri Narsingha Jai Narsingha Jai Jai Sri Narsingha Praladesa Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhranga Sri Narsingha Jai Narsingha Jai Jai Sri Narsingha Praladesa Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhranga Sarva Vigna Vinasaka Narsingha Bhagwan ki Jai.
Vachakalpadruvescha
Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Vaishnavani ki jai.
Jai.
Acharyadas Thakur ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Right. Go Premanande.
Hare Hare.
Hare